Hi guys, welcome to Gentleman's Lab. I'm Daniel.
I'm Ali.
And today's topic is 5 best ways of approaching a woman, if done correctly, will come across very confident and not creepy at all.
Yeah, and me and Daniel developed a strategy for you so you can use these tips in any situation, whether it's daytime, shops, streets, bars, and nightclubs.
It's the advice that we give to our students, unlike the advice that we take from people telling us not to wear the same shirt. That being said, today's Ali's idea about how we're going to do it is using parts of our place to show off, really.
Yeah.
So we're using the pool table on this one. So we're going to show up the 5 best ways of approaching a woman, if done correctly, will be positive, not creepy.
Exactly.
Number 1, no hesitation.
Daniel,
Yeah, man.
you said do not hesitate. If you do, you would kick them in the balls. Why? Why not hesitating is important? Why would make the approach more successful than a shy and nervous guy?
As much as I would like to kick the person who decides to wear these shirts in the balls, I think, the problem that we have is today, many of our students, and I say many because we do have a lot that have approach anxieties.
Yes.
When we see an opportunity of a window that they should approach in, what they do, they hesitate. And when you stand there looking at what the objective is and just spend your time staring at it, you're going to build anxiety. And once anxiety builds, the next thing you realize that you don't actually know you're doing this, but everyone else does, is that you're staring and just standing there. And when you start doing that, that comes across creepy. And that's what you want to avoid.
That's what we see in the bars and stuff, right?
Yeah, I mean,
those
that's...
guys are drinking and just like staring at women.
What I'm saying is, even if you go in there and you fluff your lines, it's better to go in there direct and knowing exactly the opportunity you got and just go straight for it. And don't hesitate. Because when you do hesitate, you make the mistakes worse than you're going to make the mistakes if you don't hesitate. So my belief is just go straight for it. You won't look creepy. No one's really going to say anything. And then at least then you can start building on that level from the approach anxiety to build into conversation.
Yeah, I mean, you only have 2 options, right? You either take your fears head on, or you give in to them and then you let them defeat you. Number 2, be polite but not apologetic. Excuse me, buddy.
Oh, sorry.
I like that video, Ali. So on that one, you said be polite but non-apologetic. Can you explain?
Sure.
Also, can you explain why you're wearing that shirt?
Because this shirt suits me. Yeah, it makes me look amazing, I think.
God.
It's all about being assertive. You need to know what it is that you want to achieve and you have to go for that. It's all there is to be honest with you. You don't want to be acting like a caveman. You want to be polite, you want to state your reasons, whatever they are, obviously, but you don't want to come across apologetic. So, because you're not committing a crime, you're not killing kittens and what have you.
Yeah.
You're there because you liked her and you want to get to know her. So there's nothing more romantic, I would say, than going and approaching a woman. The idea is that you may want something, but other person may not. That's the whole, this insertion, like be polite but not apologetic.
Because a lot of my students do have approach anxiety.
You know why?
So,
because they have their shirt on.
Because I've got a shirt on, yeah. I mean, the jokes are funny from my end. But no, I agree with you 100% because they approach with that hesitation, and when they do approach, they apologize straight away. So the combination of the two can come across very creepy, and the apologetic does not actually, a woman wouldn't even give you 2 seconds.
Oh, hey buddy, hey.
Number 3, don't invade personal space.
The reason why I added this one into it is because I think that once you invade personal space, it can throw women off. If you approach too close, it could scare them. The thing is, when it comes to me, and you know that I invade personal space on a daily basis, the reason why I can do it is because I know how to get out of it.
Yeah.
I know how to get out of a situation I create. If I scare a girl, I actually pretend that's what I wanted to do. And it's all about how you put yourself across energy and the way you actually sort of deliver it. But what I advise guys is that if you're going to approach a woman, always approach a woman sort of arm's length. and just keep that sort of space between the two of you.
But Daniel, your arms are much longer than most normal human beings, so...
That's true. For yours, it would be here. For me, it's back here. But that's very true. And you know, and I'd say maybe have a proper measurement rather than do arm's length. Because
so
if you're a very short person,
or...
because if you're a very tall person, you're going to have to yell at the girl. But no. So yeah, don't invade personal space. Keep it maybe like a couple of feet, a few feet away.
Yeah.
I would say. And that way it's close enough to have a conversation, close enough to be isolated just between the two of you, but not too close where she's going to start running or swinging a bag at you, which also could look very creepy and weird in front amongst everyone else and the police.
Yeah.
That was a great show. Thank you.
4. Smile. Smile.
Yeah.
You will be surprised at how many guys I see, they go up to a girl with a straight face. They look like serial killers, or they're about to like rob them or something. They're like, they do this. Hi, I think you're very beautiful. I want to talk to you for a second. Emotions are infectious. So if you're smiling, you're forcing your brain to release endorphin, and you will feel happier than if you were not. And if you're smiling and you come up to a stranger, it actually puts them at ease, because that's one of the first things we learn to do as a child, even smiling at strangers to make friends. So I would always advise people to do that. I mean, obviously, we don't want them to try to do audition for Joker movies. And
no. I mean, yeah. I mean, look. Yeah, you can practice it in the mirror if you want to. But it just has to be a relaxed smile. Nothing too over energetic, and nothing like just like. Kind of like Terminator 2.
It is nice to meet you. Are you kidding me?
I've been trying to teach him to blend in.
Number 5. Speak louder.
Alright, can I play next?
Yeah, sure.
It's more like broadcasting yourself verbally. But yeah, what I mean by being heard is when you're speaking to a woman, you don't want to shout at her, but you don't want to be able to talk to her in a way that she's not going to be able to hear. And we've had and I'll say a couple, because it wasn't as many as before, like the previous ones, a couple of students that just kind of whispered. And when they spoke, the whispering came across quite mumblish. So the woman that was actually listening to what they were saying, she really wanted to listen. She didn't have a clue what was going on, and she kept apologizing and saying, "Sorry, can you repeat that?"
And also, like, that also makes the students very nervous, right? So you can say, "What? Excuse me?"
Yeah, there's a lot of "excuse me, what?" And what happens is that the anxiety builds back up. Same with the first one. So you end up fluffing your words. So yeah, you've got to be heard. And what I try to do personally was, when I speak to Ali, I like to think that maybe the guy that was the same distance again away from him could also hear me, because I like to speak to an audience. Or a group of women, rather than just speaking to one individual. So I like to, if I'm speaking to a group of women, I know for a fact they can all hear me.
During our courses, we also cover lots of techniques as to how to project your voice properly. And also other important tips like good eye contact and speaking a bit slower as well, because that's usually that's what we get.
Yeah, I do speak a little bit quickly. Yeah, those are the 5 areas that I would look at. These are the 5 really basic areas that if you've done correctly, it would give you so many better results very easily, just by being just a bit more thoughtful, like in the sense of like, do take the opportunity, do go for it, be polite but not apologetic, but definitely always be smiling. But last thing, just you've got to make sure she hears you and other people hear you, because these are the things I need to cover. And if you have any problems or anything like that, please get back to us. And
we are here for you guys. I mean, as Daniel says, if you have any specific questions, do email us or do calls.